Hey guys, in this video I am going to be showing you a full difficulty 8 run of the Scourge mode with 100 Scourges on. That's going to get you 1.5 million points. This is nothing compared to what I did on my main run, but all the strategies I used on my main run are included. What's not included is doing hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of resets on certain nodes to get the right miracle RNG. That is what you're going to need to do to hit the top 500, to hit the top 50 for sure. This you can use more as a guide if you're just trying to get into those like top 1,000 places, maybe the top 500 for some of you. We'll talk about the Scourges you would need to incorporate to do such a thing. But the most important takeaway from this video is going to be Node 1, Node 5, Node 10, and some of the teams I use along the way to preserve cooldowns on the other nodes. So without further ado, let's get into it. It is going to be a long video. Use the timestamps to hit the nodes you want to see, any kind of things you're struggling with. But I will say this event is a full picture event. When I talk about saving cooldowns, there's two characters in particular that are very important to make sure your cooldowns are in line to continue. And then of course, there's those two teams, the Web Warriors, Dark Hunters, how we're going to make sure they're good for their nodes. And of course, Node 1, you're probably wondering what's so special about Node 1. Well, watch the video and find out. I've spoken too much. It's already going to be a long video. Use the timestamps and I'll see you later. Bye. Alright, so today I'm going to run you guys through a difficulty 8 run with about 100 or so Scourges, totally about 1.5 million points. The reason I'm going to do it like this is because it's going to be very easy to get through it for me, and I'll be able to do it in a somewhat timely manner. It's going to be a long video. There'll be timestamps. Make sure you use those to save time. First things first, though, let's run through these Scourges. I'll give a quick talk now that I have even more experience with them, about the ones that I'm using, have used, and are looking to use, and the ones that I avoid because they're death. So gain 10% health for 1 point, not worth it. Players gain stealth, yes. Summon enemies gain 20% health, yes. If I just say yes, it's because these are like the no-brainer ones, throw them on. Gain ability energy, apply slow, yes. Gain ability energy, deal damage, yes. On ally, death, enemies gain defense up, yes. This one and a couple others are glitched. They don't do the effect, and they do give the points. I'm hoping Scopely is going to make a statement on that soon, but since it's a competitive mode and others have taken advantage of this, you have to as well. So go ahead and click that one on. Enemies gain health, we talked about that, nope. Enemies generate 1 ability energy, yes. On death, enemies gain immunity and regeneration. This is a broken one as well, yes. They gain defense down, yes. When any player character dies, enemies gain 2 ability energy. Yeah, I'm not going to put it on for this run, because it'll make it quicker for me, but yeah, do that one. When enemy is healed, they gain deflect. This one is broken. Go ahead and throw that one on. When enemy takes damage, it gains speed up for 2 turns, instant death, on-spawn immunity, instant death for Node 5. When enemy draws full 50% life, they gain death proof. This is an easy one, but I'm not going to put it on for this run. Healing reduced by 20%, easy one. Don't put it on right now, though. When a player character takes damage, they gain bleed. My current run, I'm trying to incorporate this one. It's really rough. Really rough. When a player character gains ability energy, apply defense down for 1 turn per ability energy gained. That's a yes. Player character blocks, apply stun. That's a yes, though I'm not going to put it on for this run, so we can just get through this quicker. When a player character uses their ultimate, they gain blind. I want to try and incorporate that one as well, but it's very difficult. 30% life is a huge buff at difficulty 8, so I would avoid that unless you're like really pushing. When a player character's health drops below 50% life, apply trauma to them. Yes, though I'm not going to put that on here. When a player character uses their ultimate, all enemies gain 1 ability energy. This is a yes. Player get abilities cost 1 more ability energy. That's a no. On enemy death, clear all negative effects. This is a big yes. This one is also glitched. Keep that in mind. Specials cost 1 more. You're going to need this one if you want it. Basically, you're going to need all these last 4 to be competitive. I'm not going to turn them on for the purpose of this video, but I want to get this number up to about 1.5, so let's add a couple here. There you go. This will give us 1.5. So here we go. Now, Node 1 is super important. If you don't have the heal block stuff and the traumas and all that, you could probably just take your Web Warriors in there and prep your stuff, though I wouldn't recommend that either. What we're going to do instead is we're going to send in a somewhat of a burner team, but also just a team that's going to do a lot of damage to the node, kill a bunch of people, and then we're going to go in and do something very, very important with some certain characters. And we'll talk about that when we get to it. So there's those three. We got X Factor. Now, this is a team that I like. It's going to be different for every roster, right? You may not have a big X Factor, a big Shang-Chi, and a decently built Fury. So you're going to have to find your own team and your own roster that can accomplish a couple things. Kill Lady Deathstrike, kill Yo-Yo, kill a bunch of people, push the wave really hard. If you can do one team and push the entire node to only have 1 or 2 characters left, that's a big win. Go ahead and do that. Otherwise, use multiple teams like you're going to see me do to get it so there's only 2 enemies left. Silver Samurai being one of them. Game is lagging right now and game crashed. All right. Anyway, I'm going to use that strategy and I'm going to fast forward the video right now just so you can miss all this stuff. And I'm going to restart it again once we get to the part of the node where there's only a few enemies left and we're going in with a special team. Alright, so I'm hoping that that was good enough. It got a little weird because I actually did too much damage, which is a little insane. But yeah, I think we did good enough there that we can go ahead and put in our team. So what are we going to do here? Because we have a little bit more alive than we did before, we might have to take some kind of damage dealer in. So let's drop Spider-Man. We're going to grab Scarlet Spider in the middle here. We want his ultimate up. We want Ghost Spider ultimate up. And we want Voodoo ultimate up. But I think we're going to need some damage along the way. They each, with my current ISOs, or sorry, my current Scourges, they really only need about 1 hit each. So I'm going to do this very quickly. If you're doing this for real and you have certain Scourges on that increase your ability, energy, cooldown, and stuff like that, you're going to have to get it a little bit closer than what I currently do. So use a different team, whittle it down a little more, definitely take that long shot out, maybe take Sabretooth lower. You saw Silver Samurai just kind of died that run, which is unfortunate because he's the best person to leave up. But yeah, we're going to go in with this. And if anybody takes too much damage or dies, we're just going to back out and keep going until we get what we want, which is, in my opinion, 1 attack from each character and 2 from Voodoo would be very nice. I don't quite care about Kestrel Ultimate, so I'm going to go ahead and use it here. She's gone. Now let's take out this. Fantastic. Let's basic here. The problem is he's going to hit Sabretooth, but he's also going to chain a bunch. Oh, he didn't have it up. Never mind. We're good. So we got 1 attack from everybody, but it looks like we can get 1 more. Let's do a little bit of damage here. Never mind. We got 1 attack from everybody. We're going to call that good enough. Voodoo and Ghost Spider and Scarlet Spider, if you're doing like a very, very heavy Scourge run, what you're going to want is to have them at most 2 turns away from their ultimate. At most. Anyway, let's continue. Now you're going to get to see some of the real teams that I use when I'm actually doing my pushes. So we're going to go Kestrel, Eternals, Cloak and Dagger. And here you go. One thing we need to do when we go through this node is we need to make sure Icarus and Cersei are leaving with their ultimates up. If Kestrel can leave with her special up, that's fantastic too. There we go. So we're going to open up with the ultimate, do a nice rewind right off the bat. We'll do another one, throw in a vulnerable over on Captain Sam. And now we'll use the special. So we'd like that special to be back up for the Cosmic section as well. I ran into this issue yesterday as well, where like I'm killing things too quickly because I'm used to having way more Scourges that give like death proof and stuff like that. So hopefully I don't kill too quickly here. But I don't have the Scourges that increase the cooldown limit on right now. So that's actually kind of helpful. Cloak and Dagger, you can go ahead and unload all their abilities. I'm not going to ult, though, because I want to slow play this a little bit more. He needs 2 more turns. She needs probably 1 more turn if this is the case. Let's take out the Moon Knight so he doesn't use his ultimate. Kestrel needs 1 more turn for her special. So this is something I'm doing the entire time, right? I'm keeping track of cooldowns. So she needs 1 more turn. Let's go grab this Corvus out of the way, since he doesn't have the slow. Alright, so my Eternals are officially ready, I believe. And so this is one of the few nodes that we're going to one-shot. We'll talk about some of the silly things going on with this event when we're done, if I remember. I am doing this in the morning when I should be at work right now, so keep that in mind. If I leave some things out, I apologize. But I wanted to do this and put it up on YouTube. I actually did it on Twitch as well last night, but I'm redoing it because there was just too much clutter, too much other stuff going on. I was addressing Twitch chat and everything. So if you're watching this and you watch the Twitch chat, you're going to see a lot of familiar teams, but different dialogue. So this next node, I actually use a team that not many people are going to have, like, at all, and that's Darkhold. They're not great, but they're just to set the node up. So again, just like node 1, if you don't have that X Factor team that I used, you need to find a different team that you're not going to rely on later on in the mode, that you can go in, do some damage, get out, and not really care that they're dead and gone for the duration of that run. Darkhold also does get quite a bit of deflex, unfortunately, so they're going to get stunned a lot here. Alright, let's go ahead and throw this offense down on everybody. Let's go ahead and extend. Alright, so you see that Retaliate gave us a bunch of deflex, which is unfortunate. So what we should try and do is at least get Taunt up on Wong so he's taking the brunt of the damage. Unfortunately, we didn't get the cleanse on the slow. That would have been a lot better. But we got the defense up, so even though we're going to be stunned for quite a bit here, should be okay-ish. We're going to take quite a beating. Oh, oh, she didn't get hit. Okay, well, this is nice. This is going to be a nice slow. X-23 is definitely dead. Start picking off the people we can kill. Daredevil we should be able to kill here. Let's get defense down on Shang-Chi. Alright, Agatha is now out of her... Okay, but you see we still have these deflects that we're gonna get stunned soon here. Especially these 2 guys who are gonna do an AoE. So let's... I probably should use Scarlet Witch special there to get defense up. Just so we eat the damage while we're stunned a little bit better. But it's okay. We gotta stun up. Let's stun Shang-Chi so he doesn't do his special on us. We're getting a lot further than I did last night. I don't know if I have different Scourges on than I did last night. I don't think so. Alright, never mind. We're not getting further than we did last night. We're dead. And this is perfectly fine. We're now going to go in with Weapon X and some characters who have low cooldowns. Though, again, you need to be careful if you're using some of these Scourges, right? They have low cooldowns. We're going to get in, clear this node, and I need these characters to leave healthy because I use them in further nodes. So let's go ahead and grab these guys. We can grab Captain Sam for now if we want. And let's grab Silver Samurai. The reason I'm going to grab Captain Sam is because I don't care that he gets stunned. He's going to speed us up. And if he's about to take a move right before the node ends, I'll just use his special to give out energy again. And then he'll take damage and get stunned, and it doesn't really matter. But he opens up with the speed, which is really nice, right? He's still a good character. He's just very limited in this mode. Alright, so let's go ahead and use the ability block over here. And now let's get this speed. So kill a bunch of people. We've only used 2 abilities right now. We're not going to use Doom Special. Let's go ahead and taunt here. Might as well. And now we're just going to start cleaning the board. maintain our cooldowns. We're obviously not using ultimate or anything. And when you stall it like this is the chance where something can go wrong, right? Because you're getting greedy. That's just part of it. It really is. I'm not even going to have to use the Captain Sam special here, actually. So his speed up was enough to get us through this node. Healthily enough for my liking. There you go. So that's a 2-tap. Notice that my turn bonus is going to be higher because of the 2-tap, which is kind of silly. Hopefully they fix that in the next Scourge iteration. If you're just watching this straight through, maybe I'll give some thoughts right now. I like this event. I think there's a lot of potential here. I think they move away from leaderboards and move towards milestones with some ungodly high number. But I don't think we should condemn this mode to death yet. I think it's fun. Alright, so this is going to be our first attack onto node 4. I'm doing a main run, or at least I was. I actually had to close it to redo this run. I one-shot it with this team, which I didn't want to do. So, hopefully with this team what's going to happen is I'm going to kill the first wave, and I'm going to go in just like I did with the last node, and I'm going to kill everything with the Weapon X people without using too many cooldowns. Wouldn't it be nice if our Karnax hit that hard? Alright, let's start putting damage on the Black Bolt. Oh, we wasted that because we had a blind coming up. That's okay, though. I got resisted. Let's just keep throwing damage at this Black Bolt for now. He's like the main target I want dead, right? We got a blind up. Throw it at a thing. And it gets resisted. Now we're going to rewind the Black Bolt. He even got stunned. That's perfect. Now, if anybody but Phoenix dies first, we'll reset it. And we'll do that till we get good RNG. But we don't have to worry about that. Well, that hurt. Let's get the speed up plus offense up. I don't want to heal too much because I do want my team to die here. Kill Colossus. Let's kill these guys over here. Let's just keep this kill the train going. We might actually one-shot this node on accident. I don't want to heal, but I want to hit everybody. Alright, okay. If I had a lot of Scourges on, I'm gonna die. So I would use the basic on Iron Man here to slow everybody. Because that's not the case right now with the smaller amount of Scourges on, I'm going to purposely avoid hitting as many Iron people as possible so that they do maximum damage to me. It's like a nice balancing act. I'd like to leave the node with like one person alive. But that's just not going to happen. We did too much. I think we're one-shotting this again on accident. Come on, Ironheart, or Rescue. I need you to give maximum... Can he be blinded? He can be, right? Because I'm going to get a blind out right now and I don't want it. But I'm going to use it on Rescue because I don't care if she gets blinded, but I'm worried this is going to kill her. This is totally going to kill her. Shoot! Okay, we're one-shotting this node. It's a min-max thing. I don't need to because my Weapon X have all their cooldowns up from the last node because it was so easy. But in your real node, you're going to want to try and make sure you don't one-shot the nodes, so that you go in with a cleanup team and maximize your turn points, which we'll talk about later. But anyway, this is going to bring us to the dreaded Node 5. This Node 5 might take a little bit. What we're going to be doing is we're basically going to be resetting until we get a dodge on Spider-Man. That gives him offense up and speed up when he's paired with Punk. I'm going to fast forward from now until we get that, and then we'll jump back in. Alright, this is what we wanted, guys. You see we have the offense up on Spider-Man. I switched some positioning around midway because I had a couple thoughts. Actually doing some testing while we're in here. And I'll just give you a quick walkthrough about why the positioning is what it is, why my ISOs are what they are, and why this setup probably wouldn't work when I start including more ISOs. So I have Raider across the board right now. I probably wouldn't want that. I'd probably want Striker on at least Miles. And maybe Skirmisher on Spider-Man. But now that we're set up, I'm not worried about the taunts, because I have Scarlet Spider's ultimate turn 1, and he's going to drop bombs on people. We're hoping for a couple crits, and the reason I moved Scarlet Spider and Spider-Man is because I'm kind of hopeful Bishop is going to target either Ghost Spider or Scarlet Spider, and we'll get a couple dodges, some more offense ups for our big burst phase. If we have any health modifiers on at all, we need to reset until we get those boosts to get these kills. At least my team does. I have a relatively small Web Warriors, which is kind of funny looking at a 200k Spider-Man, right? But I have 5 yellow, 5 red on the 2 new Spider-Man. Anyway, here we go. The dodge on Kitty's not very good. Hopefully we don't have to do another reset. We do get a dodge on Ghost Spider. So this, she doesn't have her, she doesn't have her ult up. I didn't set up properly. Uh-oh. Anyway, let's go ahead and do that. We'll see if we can still brute force our way through this. Now Miles has offense up. That's fantastic. I think we're going to be okay. Yeah, at least he has ultimate up. Uh-oh. Oh, yeah, we got through it. Alright. So now we're just doing our thing. I don't care about Ghost Spider's ultimate for node 10. Well, that's not true. You can use Spider-Man or Ghost Spider. I'm going to use the ultimate here because I'm planning on Spider-Man. Spider-Man is the better choice for node 10. And I want to make sure we get through this very easily. So, here we go. But you need one of those two characters. You need either Spider-Man to come in to node 10 with his special up, or you need Ghost Spider to come into node 10 with her ultimate up. So Spider-Man needs at least one more turn by that logic, right? And he's going to get the one turn. Ravager Bruiser seems like he was put here just so you can kind of recoup cooldowns, because they knew this node was going to suck. And look at these cloak dodges. This, when you get good RNG and then this enemy cloak gets good RNG, it is so frustrating. So notice the health of my characters real quick. They're very healthy going into node 10. You need them at least like alive, like 30% life on at least 4 of them. One of them being Spider-Man with his special up. Spider-Man can be low, it's fine if he's low. But the reason we need that is because on node 10, we are still going to need a cleanup team for the most part. When I did my main run, I actually had all 5 spiders alive. And I used the heal block mod, right? So it was very, very fortunate. Which is why I don't think I'm going to beat that score. But yeah, so there's node 5. Your resetting 2 did that. You saw the time it took to get that that dodge up. And now the rest of the mode is going to fly by. Or at least it should fly by. So you're going to see that this mode just comes down to node 5. You get through node 5, you're on the other side. You're on the side where the grass is actually greener. So here we go. We're going to go in with Black Order for node 6. This is going to set it up. Hopefully I die. This has kind of been the run where everything goes good, which is kind of good because it means the video is not going to be an hour long, but it might be giving a false perspective about how many resets I actually did when I did my runs. Alright, so both of them dying is not great. Not great at all. But it's fine. We don't have certain modifiers on that make my abilities take a billion times longer to get up, so I'm just going to roll with this. But normally, I would need to reset until those 2 live, and then it takes, I think, 4 turns for Thanos' ultimate to become usable with the mods I had on. So yeah, don't accept this as like a... This is how his runs go. Runs take a lot more resets than this. And so what I want to accomplish with this run right now, with this node hit, I should say, is I want the Guardians dead, and I would love to get Strafe, Captain Marvel, or Groot dead. Groot died, but he came back, unfortunately. Basically what I want to do is I want to get those crystals to drop in. I want them to be in on spawn when I do the next node. I'm getting lots of healing, unfortunately. Just keep this taunt going. Ugh. I'm gonna leave it like this. Again, guys, this is just for the purpose of making this video not take forever. I would have preferred to get somebody else dead, but this is fine. Like, I probably would have wanted to get at least a couple more of these characters into the yellow or red range. But now we're going to go back in with our Weapon X once again. This is going to be a very easy cleanup because I don't have any health modifiers on. And we only need to go into node 7 with certain abilities up. So it's not too bad. So I'm going to grab these guys. Let's grab Sabretooth because he's got all of his stuff up still. And then let's grab... we can do Silver Samurai. Where is he? There he is. If Captain Marvel was still alive, I have to use Zemo and put an ability block on her so she doesn't ult someone to death. But this team is going to work perfect for what we got going on right now. Or did I need her for Drax? I might need Baron Zemo for Drax. Let's see what the bounces do here. So the one ability I need up from Lady Deathstrike is her special. I will reset this until I go into the next node with her special up. I need one of Omega Red's abilities up. I prefer it to be the ultimate, but I could live with the special. I just need the Doom ultimate up, so we can go ahead and throw this. And Silver Samurai, I need absolutely nothing up. I'll use the basic anyway. So we're going to the next node with enough cooldowns to get through it very, very quickly. And you see we just got 2,000 points instead of like 1,000 that we would have got for a one-shot. And that's just the nature of the turn reward system. I don't know exactly how it works, but it's silly that doing the follow-up attack actually gives you better results. So I personally like to bring Doctor Strange in for here. Because it's going to prep him for the Cosmic node if we need to use him there. And he just does a lot of damage, so it's good. So here's where we come in with Lady Deathstrike Special. We needed that up so that we can get a rewind on Silver Surfer. If I have the ultimate up, it's even better because I get to put slow and do more damage on people, but the ultimate works fine in getting a ability block over here on Moon Knight so he doesn't ult. One of the big reasons I like Doctor Strange is he has Raider, right? So he can put vulnerables out there for me, and he can do a Terminator rewind if I need him to. I'm going to opt just for the basic here and try and get as many Raider crates as I can, and we got a bunch. And Doctor Strange actually flipped that defense up, which saves my Doom some of his work. So I'll get to use both basics on the Lady Death pool here, and then we'll target the Silver Surfer for the big drop. She unfortunately lived. If she kills Doctor Strange, I'll probably still just leave it. In a perfect run, I wouldn't leave it because I'd want to keep that character up in my back pocket. But for the purposes of this run, I'm just going to let it go. Alright. And here we go, finishing this up. Silver Samurai makes this so much easier too with the amount of damage he pumps out. It's kind of insane. None of these characters are usable for the rest of the mode, so we can just let them die if that's what we need to do. Cable's dead. And Deadpool's dead. Perfect, so now we're moving on to Cosmic. I know a lot of people lean heavily on their Infinity Watch for Cosmic. Unfortunately, I'm here to tell you that they're not very good. Yeah, Infinity Watch not very good on Node 2 with a bunch of Scourges up. So I lean on the Eternals. That's why we prep the Eternals on Node 2. So we're going to use Infinity Watch here on node 1, and you know what? I've had my Infinity Watch die on this node, so I got extra points for it, and that was even better. So don't freak out if that happens. So obviously we want to get rid of this Omega Red. There's a coin flip between Omega Red and Adam Warlock on who gets to go first. Omega Red won it, but that's okay. I'll get a ability block on Sabretooth so he doesn't ult me. And then I'll put an offense down on Wolverine. You could do either option, whichever you prefer. You can put the ability block on Wolverine and the offense down on Sabretooth. That doesn't really matter. Now here's the thing. Moondragon's special gives a bunch of deflex. Deflex, I have the Scourge on that's going to stun me. So I pretty much can't use Moondragon's special. That's part of the reason why Moondragon kind of sucks for this mode. Because look, my Gamora would be stunned, my Phyla-Vell would be stunned, my entire team would be stunned after Wolverine took his turn. So that's where we're going to avoid that one. Does he have a death proof? No, he's got a speed. So I'm going to kill... I'm going to kill Graviton, actually. That gives me the reset, and I'll kill everybody else now. Or at least do a lot of damage to them. Start working on the Hela. The reason I'm taking Hela out right away is because I don't care about my Infinity Watch cooldowns going into the next node. If you need to use your Infinity Watch on the next node, leave the Hela up as much as possible and just beat the living hell out of everybody else. Trying to think if I should use the heal here. No. This is fine. Let's get counters up. So see, Scarlet Witch would have stunned my entire team there. The counters kill Scarlet. Gamora kills Drax. Nasty turn meter rewind. Just want to get those dodges out of the way. Then go ahead and stun her. Give her the Stone Cold Stunner. Drax is going to bleed out, so we'll go for Mr. Dodgy Boy. Alright, no more dodges. So you see, if somehow Moondragon got a turn now, it'd be a good time to use the special, but no dice. But that's okay, because you could literally one-shot this next node with your Eternal team, as long as they're prepped. So, you know, we'll let it go. And for your Eternal team, you're going to want Kestrel, Silver Surfer, Icarus, Deathpool, and Cersei. I believe this is what I was using. And we're not saving any cooldowns. We might have to reset if somebody dies from the Killmonger off the bat. Killmonger hits really hard. And the biggest problem child who could die is the Deathpool, but it looks like she's completely fine here. So let's go ahead and we'll use this special here. There's no point using the ultimate. And then let's ult here. If we get a kill, it's going to reset. We didn't get a kill, that's fine. We'll save the special. No, we'll use the special. Hopefully Red Guardian's dead. Nice. So now Cersei's going to be using her ultimate into the entire enemy team, which gives a nice little turn meter rewind. And we're going to go in. We're going to aim to kill this Kestrel before she gets a turn. And it looks like we're going to do just that. Nice. Get a stun on Captain Sam. And an ability block on Maria. That's why we didn't use the ability block. There you go. From here I'm going to hit auto. So like all other nodes, if you can find a way to send in a team that can do a bunch of damage here and then die, that's optimal because you'll get more turn meter points. But if you just want to one-shot it, you get pretty good turn points for this one too, because it's actually such a quick match. I think each character takes like 3 turns total, maybe 4. Yeah, 1600 is not bad. Like, if you can cheese it perfectly, you'll get like 22, 2500, which is a pretty big bump, actually. Alright, here comes the final node. Now, there is some magic to this final node that I'll get into right now, actually. It's going to be similar to node 5, but not as bad. So, we really want that same occurrence with Spider-Man dodging the first attack from Proxima. Actually, you know what? We'll fast forward till that happens. Sorry, I clicked too early. And we're back! The click, I'm not even going to put that fast forward in. This happened so easily. We needed that to happen, which is great. And now we need to talk about ISO selection. And I think I might have messed up. Hold up. I think I put my characters back, didn't I? Nope, he's still a Raider. Perfect. So you need Raider on at least Ghost Rider. Morbius Raider can help as well. And we need Voodoo as a skirmisher. And you're going to see why in a second. And also, I need Spider-Man to go around the world with his defense down and not just... Yeah, there we go. Perfect. So now what I want to do is I want to get a bunch of bleeds on Colossus while he's weak. I want to do some more damage to Ebony Maw and I really mess up this this Cyclops. But I'm not going to target him because I don't want to do too much damage to him. Now that Morbius is a striker, I don't want to drop him into yellow. Which, actually, I'm also going to go over here and hit these guys with this because I don't want to drop him into yellow. I just want Ebony to drop real low. So, because we have Raider, either Spider-Man did it or Ghost Rider did it. I actually missed who put the mark up. But now Voodoo, he's going to clear all these debuffs. Not only with the assists getting called in from Proxima and Magic, but also from the Skirmisher ISO. When you have the Scourge on that he gains Death Proof when he drops below 50% life, this is going to become very, very handy. So you need to have Skirmisher on Voodoo and at least some kind of Raider source to get a vulnerable up on Ebony Maw. And then don't eat that vulnerable up if you have Ghost Rider or Morbius as a striker, right? So anyway, here we go. You're going to see Ebony Maw just melt here. Ooh, he didn't... He resisted it? And he got hit by the people who don't do it. Okay. We might have to change this up. We get such good RNG, I don't want to redo it. Normally, he would not have Death Proof, and I'd use the ultimate here. Because he survived, I'm tempted to use the basic. But that's going to kind of suck, because this is huge damage. Him getting defense up sucks even more. Let's go for it anyway. He used the ultimate. We have a Scourge on that gives that, I guess. Anyway, this is one of the big reasons why we got Voodoo's ultimate ready. Or at least close to ready. He's going to clear all these slows and we're going to be fine. I'm going to reset it, guys. No, I'm going to reset it. I want to show Ebony Maw dying because that's so important. That's so important to how this works. So, yeah, unfortunately, that fake click to fast forward was nice, but now we're probably going to have to actually do it. Alright, we're back. Let's try this again. We don't want to push the Cyclops. When I have the health skirmishes on, I don't have to worry about pushing Cyclops as much as I have to here. But let's get some assists from Proxima and Magic. There we go. So you see everything got stripped off. Even though she has offense down, she'll get this kill. These two will bleed out because they don't have the death proof Scourge on. So that actually speeds up the node more than I want. I would have liked them to stay alive for Voodoo to get another stack up, but this is okay. So there goes Colossus. Oh no, she had offense down. There's that. Let's try and take this magic out. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Let's get a stun on Phoenix so she can't go dark on us. Never mind. See, this is actually not so bad. So this actually shows that it's good in the sense this hit because I have my Web Warriors still partly alive. And they're going to come and do good damage. The most important things to do on this node are kill Colossus, Cyclops, Ebony Maw, and Magic. You kill those 4. Higher difficulties, you're going to kill more than those 4. But you kill those 4, you kill the Phoenix so she doesn't have dark mode afterwards, and then you can come in with your remaining Web Warriors and get it cleaned up. Looks like we're actually going to do even a little bit more damage, which is nice. Ooh, a lot more damage. And we're just ignoring Phoenix because she's not going to respawn on the next node anyway. So this is perfect. There we go. So go with the Web Warriors. We'll kill Storm and Psylocke real quick. We'll get maximum turn meter points for that, and that's going to end this run. Yes, I'm getting a lot of questions like, if I don't have Dark Hunters build up, can I still get the kind of points you get? The short answer is yes. The long answer is no, because you're going to need to reset that node 5 till you get the perfect RNG, and you're able to get through that with your Web Warriors at full life. I don't see that being possible or even a good idea. So yeah, you do need both teams. And at least we can take that information that we need both of these super restrictive teams. See, we got 2,300 here. We need to take that information and we can attach that to all future Scourges coming up for the rest of the Horsemen. That's good information to have. So that was a full run. That paled in comparison to my main run. I'll try and put a time code at the bottom with all the fast forwards and everything, so that you can see how long it took. This is with 100 Scourges, and we avoided some really easy ones that just increase RNG. Okay, so well, let's talk about the ones we used here. This would give you 1.5 million, which is probably good for top 3K. So it's stealth, health, slow. I'm just gonna put pictures of them up. I'll talk it through. Now, let's talk about if you wanted to push top 500. We're gonna avoid the health ones. The health ones make node 5 incredibly difficult. We're gonna include any character dies, enemies gain 2 ability energy. We're gonna include the death proof. We're gonna include the heal block. We're not doing the bleed. We're not doing health. We're taking the trauma. We're taking the player character abilities, cost 1 more energy. And then take one of these. Take the offense up or the heal block. Dealer's choice. The heal block gives a couple more points. About 17.5. That's going to end at around 17.7. I think that will be the 500 cutoff. Anyway, guys, that's the video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope I actually made the time to do these edits of fast forwarding and everything, because that would be annoying to have to go through. If not, there will be time stamps, which is useless to say at the end of the video. So I hope you liked the video. If you did, like, share, and subscribe. Stay happy, healthy, have fun. I gotta go to work, so I'll check you guys later. Peace.